center of the world.
Hello, welcome to the Diaspora Today show, where we focus on diaspora for development in Africa and engagement with Africans in the diaspora. Today, I have a special guest with me on the show, Reverend Mother Esther Ajayi. Welcome, ma.
Thank you so very much. God bless you. Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. It's a pleasure coming into your homes,
Thank you so much. You have attended the United Nations meeting in 2018, and now 2019, you are also part of the high-level delegation to the United States of America. Can you, Mama, can you tell me a little bit, what do you think the Christian community, would get out of the, these high-level meetings?
Let me tell you, Nigeria, we have come a long way. And a lot of people, they are thinking Nigerians' case have become hopeless. But I always say this, Nigeria is God's own country. And our own body is the president. I call him president of the world now. Is the president there now. And we've been talking, we've been deliberating. His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari was talking about how we are going to put an end to people taking our money, siphoning our money abroad, and then once they are taken into law, how we can get those money back into our country for our own development. And then I believe as Christians are human beings, and a lot of us are coming into politics now, and as Christians, especially myself being a pastor, we are the one that speak with the people on the grass level and the grassroots level. We talk to them, and a pastor is important. Whatever you put in the heart of the congregation, it goes a long way with them, telling them that coming to the United Nations, showcasing Nigeria, letting the whole world know that it's not, everything about us is not bad. And I believe this, it's not going to be magical. It's going to be miraculous. It's going to be a step at a time. Nigeria is going to be great again, because the more we have the awareness, we've been talking, all the high level meetings, it's always been on how we can shut down on people that are siphoning our money, criminals, and then how we can let peace reign all over the world. All this will go along in the hearts of our people as we go back home and tell them that meeting was powerful. This is what we were discussing. And somebody will tell somebody, another person will tell another person, and that will keep going. At some point, we will get there. Rome was not built in a day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You are very deep in religious aspect, and also you are also culturally blessed. What informed that?
I always say this, if the Lord is with you on a mission, the mission becomes so easy. My Creator is with me on a mission. I'm a Christian,
right, member
of Cherubim and Seraphim. I'm a Cherubim and Seraphim person to the core.
Correct.
And the way forward is a lot of people, they come to white garment churches, but during the daylight, they will not want to associate themselves with us. And myself coming into the limelight, and then people seeing us on positive aspects of things, that no, these people, it's not always about, some people will say they worship Mami Water, they did, I've seen Mami Water before. And then doing all this,
yes,
showcasing, it's just, change is just one person away.
All right.
If we are saying we want change, it's just me and you away from change. If you change, things will change. If I change, things will change in every aspect of life. And all this doing, it's the spirit of the Lord motivating me that we can do this, and it's coming into good line.
So people said, you are very religious, like I mentioned, and also you always around the people, the likes of Oni or Fife, Oba, Oba Oguwusi, you're always around him. That you're always around the Obas in the southwest of Nigeria. Yeah. So how does that?
Let me tell you, the book of Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1, the heart of the king is in the hands of the Lord, and like the rivers of water, he will direct it to wherever he wants. And then the book of First Peter, in that chapter 2, verse 17, that we should honor kings. We should see the Lord always, the Bible is his word, always mentioning kings and kings. And then the more we invite them to churches, the more they will see that all those, most of the fetish things, a lot of obas now are dropping it. Because we are in the 21st century. You don't want to bring what is in the 18th century to the 21st century. It's not that we are losing our culture, but there are some of it that all of us will know that they are too diabolical, and we want to go away from it and then go to something that is modern, so that our children, they will continue to see positive aspects of our culture. Anyone that is too deep into idol worshiping, you understand?
Yes.
That they will be deviating from it. And then the more we invite them, like the Onigbayi of Igbayi, for example, right now, the Love of Christ Generation Church is going to his kingdom. We are about to launch it. He just came to my church. We never knew he was the choir master of his church. Wow. Before, and he came to my church and he was introducing himself that he used to be the choir master. Then we gave him microphone. Oh, sing! And he started singing. All of us, we couldn't believe that a king singing. And then the Oni of Ife himself. See him anytime he's in my church, he will take the microphone, he will be singing, he will be praising the Lord. You never know that all these things is in their hearts. You see, the king, sometimes they want to express themselves in the house of the Lord, but because they were not given the chance, they couldn't hold the microphone. They will just go there and go. Some of them have got godliness in them. And then it's like we are discovering this. And as we are discovering, the whole world is trying to emulate it now. So,
you founded the New Generation Church in 2007 with your husband.
Yes, sir.
What was the inspiration behind the
Love of Christ Generation Church, where the glory of God shines, founded in September 2007 at the United Kingdom? I had a dream. I saw an altar, and all the things that the Lord wants me to put in it. I went to Dustin Market. The first thing I saw was the candle stand that I saw in my dream. And I got that, and then we set the altar, and the plastic chairs that I saw, the white plastic chairs, exactly what I saw. There are plastic chairs, there are white, lots and lots of white plastic chairs. But the exact one that I saw in my dream, I saw it, and then I put it down. I could only afford to buy 6 then. We bought 6, and my husband and my children, they were asking, who are going to be the church member? I said, you.
And
you.
Wow.
You. Oh, you are my church member. Oh, yeah. And that was it. They're not giving me a dream. You see, God talk to people. It might be through your dream, through your vision. A lot of people have been seeing visions concerning me that I should carry the cross of Jesus. But I always look at it. How am I going to do? How can I pray for people? I don't even know what to say to people. But as the Lord is manifesting himself, you know that actually the Lord has spoken. And it's only his voice.
You could only afford 6 chairs back then. And that brings me back to the question that you have, or you've been through very hard times in the past in your life.
Yes.
Which is very emotional. Can you share a little bit about your upbringing?
The book of John, chapter 16, verse 33, it says, in the world you shall see tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have conquered the world. That be of good cheer is what kept me going. Let me tell you, it's until when it's tested, it can't be proven.
Exactly.
And that is how the Lord operates. I know the heart of the Lord. I have personal relationship and personal fellowship with Jesus Christ. I know if it's tested and it's proven, then you are good to go. My background, before the age of 25, God have built me my first story building. So I wouldn't say it was bad in the beginning. But when the church started, the Lord, I think he want to test it before it can be proven. We became homeless in the United Kingdom where I was living, and my husband sick on an hospital bed. I was still on my feet. I said, God, you've called me. I've come here to stay. And when it's all, I've come to stay. There's no going back. The book of John, chapter 10, that verse 27, says, my sheep knows my voice. I know your voice. I know you told me this. I know you are the one that spoke to me about this church, and I know you are the one that is going to turn your church around. And here we are today, history making. When the Lord returned the captivity of Zion, the book of Psalm 126, we were like them that dreaming.
You launched your book about crazy faith, building a new church, in which is all over the world. What inspires you to launch a book?
I always tell people, the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3 from verse 1, there is time for everything under the sun. During my waiting period, when I was going through tribulation, I don't want to waste that time. You see, if you are waiting for your papers, you are in Western world, or you are waiting for something amazing from the Lord, you can use that time very well. You see, if you are into tailoring, why do you like tailoring? If you are into media, why do you love being a media person? If you see anything you have, you can start to write. I started writing about this crazy faith. First one that I wrote, the book is not here now, Law of Prosperity. Law of Prosperity, what can you do to go into wealth, paying your tithes, sowing seed, being good to people, giving mercy, because the Lord said it's only the people that show mercy that will have mercy. And telling people about my experience through my writing. And if you have this, like crazy faith, somebody today wrote on my phone, the guy is Nana from Ghana. He came to my home and I gave him my book. He said he's into tourism, that after reading Crazy Faith, his energy came into him, that his situation is not bad. He can still turn around for the best. And he said he read Reverend Mother Esther Ajayi, the exceptional, outstanding icon. When he said that, he said he read this. I was not there to preach to him, but he read my books. And then that has energized him. Has inspired him to move forward. How many people in the world? And that's why I've been giving these books free. All my things that I've told the Lord that if you can take me around and get me out of poverty, I will not sell anything in my church, even including my Bible. This prosperity Bible, I've been sharing to the whole world like since forever. And I thank God that is Jehovah Jireh. Is a great provider. Once you put him first, he will not just give you what you have given out. The book of Luke chapter 6, that verse 38, give and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. That is what the Lord is going to return into your bosom. I've been giving and I've been thanking God that he's been providing.
Today, the president, of Nigeria will be returning with his delegation back to Nigeria. What message do you think they should carry along with them?
The message they
including
should carry
yourself
along and myself is that what we have discussed at the United Nations, we should not let it stay there. We should continue to practice it as we are going on. That there should be peace, and that we should bear it at the back of our minds, that any money, always they should continue to say it, any money that you siphon abroad, they are using that money to develop their own country. They are not using it to develop our country. Let Nigerian money stay in Nigeria, and it's going to help you. Not that we don't, no man is an island, but at least establish some things that so that there will be employment, and then people can help us invest on things, road, electricity. So we should not let what we discuss at the UN stay at the UN. Let's continue to practice it every day, and then the more we do it, people will listen and they will put it into practice.
Now, message of hope to Nigerians who have lost hope.
Message of hope from Reverend Mother Abimbola Esther Ajayi. Keep loving. Let me tell you, if you love your neighbor, you are not going to kill the neighbor. If you love your neighbor, you will share whatever thing you have with your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Keep loving. Keep loving. Christendom. Even he said, for God so loved the world, the book of John 3:16, that he gave his only begotten son. Give love. Keep loving. Keep loving. The more you love, the more you give, because you won't be a miser to the person you love. Keep loving. Let's love be paramount in our hearts. We started this together in 1960. Our Independence Day is just around the corner. Keep loving. That's my message.
Keep loving.
Keep loving.
Mother,
and then the change is from you. It starts from you. The government cannot do it alone. It starts from all of us.
You mentioned that laughter is a good medicine. Can you give me a little bit of the laugh? Because
laughter is a good medicine. Your heart, you see, the book of Proverbs chapter 23 verse 7. As a man thinketh, so he is. Your heart, let it be pure. Let your heart be full of love. What you don't know, you can't teach. What you don't have, you can't give. It's when your spirit is good that you can give somebody the aura of good spirit. I always make sure my spirit is good, it's open. And the more you love, if you love genuinely, it's always in your heart. It's always showing. You can't hide it. You can't be an hypocrite on this, because you cannot force it. What you are
it has
forcing,
to be natural.
It has to be natural, and it comes from your heart. When it comes from your heart, genuinely, it will become part of your life. And when it becomes part of your life, wherever you get to, you are like a lion. I'm like this. If I enter anywhere, if you screw your face at me, I'm not going to screw my face at you. I'm going to laugh either way. And then at some point, you change your mind. Oh, this woman have not got that fine. It's great.
To Nigerians in the diaspora, what message do you have?
Keep loving. You see, if you sit down and think about love, if you love somebody, even if both of you, if you do an election and then somebody is winning, if you love the person, you say your turn will always come. You understand? Keep loving, and that change starts from you and from myself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Mother Esther Ajayi. I will continue to explore conversation with you in future on this show, The Diaspora Today. To my viewers all around the world, thank you. That is coming from Reverend Esther Ajayi, who is currently participating in the high-level meetings at the United Nations here in New York. And myself, my name is ADURA Esther Ajayi. Till we meet again, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.